Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. A lot of people did not like today's price action. I thought today's price action was very, very clean. At least for a trading. Obviously, it wasn't a trend day. Kind of a flat day, so I can see where people would say it wasn't the best PA move. But there were still plenty of opportunities. There was a great short. There was a great long. We caught another long towards the end of today after we took lunch lows. Everything just made sense to me today. I will show you that. But here, NQ obviously closing with a very, it doesn't get any more doji than that here on NQ. So a lot of indecision. I'm still leaning bullish going into tomorrow, just because obviously we're still delivering from that daily FEG that I talked about on Friday. But remember that daily FEG did take us up into this volume imbalance, and we are yet to get over this. I want to see us push through this daily volume imbalance. If we can push up through here through 16,157, obviously take last Wednesday's high. Then I'm looking at that final target of 16,268. Remember what I've been saying? Obviously, we have weekly FEGs galore here, but like if you're looking at this like on a 5 minute time frame, like in this like a 5 minute candle, 5 minute candle, where would you say buy side is right now? Like you say, oh, we're obviously going up to this high right here. So that's just the way you have to look at it. I think once we get up here, then we'll get a nice pullback. Fill in some of these FEGs and then look for setups from there. But obviously today Doji just indecision right now. Obviously we'll get some more candles going into tomorrow, this evening, London, Asia, and then we'll be able to make a better bias going into tomorrow morning. But Friday, I talked about these equal highs right here at 1653, and then we had these equal lows down here at 15943. And when I made the video on when I made the video on Friday, I said, well, if we hold this hourly FVG, then I think we're gonna go up here and we'll take this one first, but and take this these highs first. But also, but if you then notice, if you play the next candle from open, you see like, okay, now we inverse that hourly. We did not hold it, so we know we're most likely going to these hourly FEGs first, these hourly equal lows first, right? And then obviously, if you play it out, go to live time, you see it's what it's what we did. Let's see if I can get out of replay mode here. But obviously, I said if we take these lows, I said whichever one we take first. If we take these first, then we're going down here to these ones next. If we take these first, then we're going up to these equal highs. So you see, like today was very good, like especially even overnight. Obviously, we took the targeted equal lows down here. You see, we sweep them. Everyone gets stopped out. That's now long at this double bottom, and now and then you go up. You take these equal highs. We end up taking. If you go back to the daily chart, you see uh we took Friday's high here, and then it's where we kind of rejected today. So it's just, it's just the algorithm moving, buy stops, sell stops, and then just kind of floating in the middle right now. And now we kind of wait and see where price wants to deliver to next. But yeah, you see, like we deliver to equal lows, equal highs, and then we took previous day high up here, came down. We had there's a beautiful short down to here, and then what lines up down here? So you have, where was it? If we go down to like our 5 minute chart here, well, we had lunch lows sitting right here. If I can draw them, these were lunch lows. You see, we took those, came down. We took a few more lows. Obviously, Biden was speaking. You see, we ended up taking this low right here. We took these lows and then we kind of like reverse a little bit. One thing that's very, very noticeable is, look at that, 50% rejection up into this 15-minute FEG, rejects, comes back down. So keeps me a little bit more like short-term bearish, maybe going into tomorrow. Maybe we come down, and I think our target's going to end up being this low down here at 970. and then we come down to a 970, and then maybe get a pump back up from there. Because if you look at the 4-hour chart, 970 is this low, and then it also lines up with this 4-hour FEG right here. And then if you draw it across, you see it's a 4-hour FEG, but it's also in inverse 4-hour FEG. And then we fill in this 4-hour BPR, and then maybe go back higher. But this is why I thought like price was pretty clean today, because like one thing I forgot to mention was this morning we had a nice little dip. Uh, this dip right here. Oh, this was London, but this dip that we took this morning. Remember we opened, we went down, London lows. We opened, went to London lows. We had equal highs from overnight sitting here. Remember as soon as we opened the open candle went. Remember we had the strong pump up. We take these equal highs, okay, and then market moves the other way. Equal highs, London lows, back to the higher equal highs that were sitting up here at that 1653 level. Let's see if I can find them. They're right here. Equal highs, lunch lows, back up 50% from here to here. 50% was right here. Reject this 15-minute FVG, fill this in, and now we come back lower with a target probably of 970 here. So that's just what I'm seeing here on NQ. I thought it was very very clean. Like equal highs, London lows, equal highs, lunch lows, 50% reject, and then back lower. I thought it was very very clean price action today, especially for a day with a very light news and being a Monday. But yeah, short term a little bearish. I could see us going down to a 970. Maybe could come up here, retest this 15 FEG, and then go down lower. And then our big thing will be what happens with this 4-hour fair value gap here. If that holds, I'm then looking for back to today's high, back up into the volume imbalance up here. And then if we violate this, obviously we're going down to 939, and then most likely probably back down to this 4-hour FEG down here at that 888 level. So those would be my NQ targets. Yes. One thing I'm noticing on ES. Remember, I also mentioned on Friday, YM and ES held a lot better. They stayed up while NQ kind of like was very very weak, and kind of told us, okay, well, like maybe the market's not ready to move down yet because of that. Um, and then you see, and then today kind of showed that, right? And then one thing I'm noticing here, ES held this. Remember we put in this daily OB last Tuesday. Well, the daily OB got put in here when this candle closed above the body of this one. You see, we held this daily OB here today, and kind of like we're kind of chilling at it right now, looking for this to hold price up. Um, Nothing really here to look at on the 4-hour. You see this little tiny 4-hour FEG is still holding here on ES. Remember last week we were watching this 4-hour to hold, delivered to new highs up to our 45, 80, 25. Remember, we do still have equal highs up here at 45, 80, 25. When they're not equal, they're off by one tick. 45, 80, 75, and 45, 80, 50 are the highs. You see, we barely missed it. So that also keeps me a little, higher time frame bullish for now. And because you see, okay, we delivered from this 4-hour. This 4-hour gave us this 4-hour, which is now holding. And then if you get rid of these, uh, Friday's down candle gave us a 4-hour bearish FVG, and now you see we closed above it overnight last night during the start of London, and now you see how the bodies are still respecting this 4-hour this 4-hour inverse. So as long as this 4-hour inverse continues to hold, I'm looking for ES probably back up to these highs at least 45.74, and then up to those relative equal highs on the daily time frame up to 45, 80, 75 would be the first targets, and then obviously our final target would then be up here, 45.97, I believe, right up here. So that's ES for now. Like I said, daily OB, 4-hour inverse, it's all holding. It's all still bullish, like order flow right now. So I mean, it's nothing. You can't just say, oh, we're too high and let's short now. Like there's got to be a good setup, and right now there's just nothing staying on the 4-hour in the daily time frame that we are ready to short this market, unless you're just pure gambling. So with that, I think that's all I really want to cover today. I do want to look at DXY real quick. I did post this in the chat, but obviously still looking for DXY. This is why another reason I'm still a little more bullish on the daily time frame, just because we're so close to those daily highs just above on ES and NQ, and we're very close to these daily equal lows here on DXY. I'll go to the daily time frame. Let me see, we've got daily equal lows here, which will keep price, like as long as price continues to draw down to them, it will keep the indices most likely bullish, while DXY stays bearish because obviously they're usually inverse of each other. But you see, remember last week we rejected off this daily order block. Came back down. We made an order block with these two candles. When this candle closed below the body of this lower candle, and then you see today this candle goes up, retests this daily order block, rejects, comes back lower and closes damn near the lows here. So I'm still looking for DXY to come down to these daily equal lows here. So it keeps me a little more bullish on the indices as well. So just something to keep in mind, keep on watch. And then with that, I think I'm done now. So I hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and we will see you in the morning.